What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. And this is a very, very special little video. I haven't done these in a long time, but this is your top 5 prospects to check out for UFC Vegas 61. Um, I don't know. I've been bored to make a video, and I've been feeling like I've been kind of acting lazy on the channel. I ain't gonna lie. Haven't been as posting like I used to. I haven't been posting Q&A streams, so I think I'm gonna stream on Thursday. That's my plan. Thursday morning, early in the morning. I'm gonna get that one out of the way. But yeah, man. I want to post more, and I want to get back on the saddle. I want to get back to the old eBay fight prediction ways. Enough of this break shit and enough of being lazy. But yeah, back to this. I've been seeing a lot of people complain about UFC Vegas 61, and I hate the main event too. But the card is actually really good. There's a lot of really good fighters on there. I know some of you guys might not be too high on them, but I like them a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 prospects to check out for UFC Vegas 61. Man, all these guys are pretty good in my humble opinion. And yeah, let's start off at number 5. I had to go with Randy Costa. I think out of all these guys, I think Randy had some crazy hype after the Journey Newsman fight. And then after the Adrian Yanez performance, he fought a valiant fight. I thought he really showed his worth, and I thought he showed a lot of ability. And then he had the Tony Kelly hiccup, and a lot of people were off the train. But don't forget, man, when he got that knockout over Jordan Newsom, that head kick, don't forget what people were saying. This kid has potential, this and that. I think, in my opinion, what happened with him is that he went to a big gym in Sanford MMA at the time in Florida, and they don't have a lot of bantamweights. They're not known for their bantamweights. They're a lot bigger. It's either like, I know them for their lightweights, welterweights, middleweights, and one heavyweight that's in Bellator. Actually, 2 in Bellator. So that's what I know him for. I don't really know him for their bantamweights. You can't really tell me a great bantamweight from Sanford. He was one of the only guys that was a bantamweight at the time. Obviously, it was good for him to work with some bigger guys and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't think he was getting the attention he wanted from Henry Hooft. And yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to be that guy in that division sometimes. And you don't get the attention you need. And I don't think he got that attention from Sanford. I think he left the gym for that very reason. He wasn't getting enough attention. He's a very talented kid. Athletically, he's probably one of the more athletic dudes in that division. And first round finisher, man, he's probably one of the better first round finishers in that division too. Obviously, it can be to his detriment, right? You know, it could obviously gas him out, but he has a lot of potential. He's 28 years old, so he still has time on his side. I think he can really rebound, and I think they gave him a really favorable matchup coming up. So I think he should win this. But yeah, it is what it is. Can't wait for it. And obviously Randy Costa needs to win. And no matter what in a Randy Costa fight, it's never boring. So that's a good thing about it. So yeah, it is what it is. Next up at number 4, I had to go with John Castaneda, man. This kid Castaneda had a masterclass performance against Miles John. And I remember Miles John was a guy that had a lot of hype. He had 2 knockout of the year contenders, and just, or I wouldn't call them contenders, but knockouts that were crazy, right? Just fucking killer knockouts. The one against Kevin Natividad was insane, right? And Castaneda made this guy look like nothing, bro. Completely dominated him, and then submitted him, I think, in the 3rd round. And it was a phenomenal performance, a real masterclass in MMA. He really taught Miles John about MMA. Just beat him everywhere, wherever the fight went. And Miles was just a deer in headlights. He didn't know what to do. He was just looking at the mirror and not, throwing back. And Castaneda really neutralized his power. And I thought he looked amazing. I really, really was blown away by that performance. I was like, wow, Castaneda's for real, for real. And he looked awesome. And obviously, I mean, yeah, he lost to Nathaniel Wood, but hey, it is what it is. Nathaniel Wood is somewhat decent. But Castaneda is somebody I think that will be forever growing and somebody to check out. At number 3, I had to go with Brendan Allen. I know you guys are going to call me biased, right? And hey, it is what it is. It's my opinion. I think Brendan can be something really special. All right, before Khamzat Chimaev was subbing Kevin Holland in the 1st round, my boy Brendan Allen at age 23 on his debut, right? On his debut sub Kevin Holland in the second round. This kid has something. I really truly believe that there is some potential. I think that when he left Milwaukee, and he left those boys in Rufus Sport, I think he kind of fell in love with his striking a little too much and forgot what really got him to the game and is his grappling. And I really do believe, grappling wise, he can be really great if he really does focus his whole entire game around grappling and setting up takedowns. I'm telling y'all, he can be really, it can be a real problem, right? Jiu-jitsu wise, this kid is like high level in that middleweight division, and obviously he hasn't really got a chance to show it recently. But obviously the Jacob McLoser fight didn't do him any favors, and a lot of people thought he lost that. But going to Sanford, I would say his striking has got better, but again, he's not the most durable guy in the world. Obviously, striking has gotten better, but he's not the most durable guy in the world. And in my opinion, he's just at heart, he's a grappler. You know what I'm saying? And I just really wish he'd go back to that. And I mean, look what he did to Kyle Dawkins, for God's sakes. He fucking smashed him, right? Before it was cool to beat Kyle Dawkins, another guy, right? And he can really do some damage in that division. And I really can't wait for him to get back on the win streak and really start proving guys wrong. Obviously, he's on a 2-fight win streak. He does have a tough fight against Jocko, but I truly believe the kid can be special. I know I'm always calling him the GOAT, but I really like the kid. He's a good dude, man, and I hope he gets the W here. At number 2, I feel like number 2 and number 1 can be interchangeable, but at number 2, the highest ranked guy in this whole entire top 5, I had to put Sadiq Yusuff. Sadiq Yusuff has always been a guy, and he's not necessarily a prospect, in terms of age wise, but he is a prospect in terms of his ranking and how people look at him. A lot of people look at him as a younger guy, a guy coming up the ranks, trying to really win a UFC world title. But Sadiq, he does have potential. I think Arnold Allen really kind of exposed him. And in the Alex Caceres fight, he didn't look the greatest. I expected a finish from him, and he didn't give us that. So yeah, it's a weird situation with him. I think he can be really great. I really, really do. He has power. The only problem is he's kind of chinny. But the Giga fight would have been really interesting if they actually would have ever fought. I was really mad. And actually, with the new news of Ilia Topuria losing the Edson Barboza fight, I would have loved to see Ilia versus Sadiq Yusuff, because Sadiq could have really challenged Ilia in some areas. But yeah, man, fucking. I think Sadiq's good. I really do. He good power, good punching combinations. He's actually a better grappler than people give him credit for. He just never really gets to show it. And he's always a fun fighter to watch. And no matter what, besides I guess the Caceres fight was kind of weird. Besides that, he always brings it, But yeah, man, he is an interesting prospect to check out. Legit knockout artist in that division. At number 1, I had to go with my guy Randy Brown. I feel like Randy Brown, out of all these guys, and I know some people are going to get mad, has all the talent in the world to actually be something special. He has the length. He has the boxing. And another thing, his secret weapon, I feel like, is his grappling. He doesn't really get to show it, but he's an underrated grappler. And he can smash guys. But his boxing, his movement, his head movement especially, is really good. His length, he's just so big, man. And aesthetically, he has so much potential in that division. I know some people felt like he lost his last fight, and I can see that argument, but hey, it is what it is. It's Colin Williams, so F him. He can live and die by that power, and that's what happened. He died by the power. Obviously, the output and the jab and the work rate of Randy Brown won him that fight. But again, against guys like Jared Gooden, you guys saw that fight. That was insane, right? What he did to him. He styled on him. I know he's fought guys like Vicente Luque, and he kind of got destroyed. But I think at that time, Vicente was going up. Obviously, Vicente was in his prime time, his best time, and it's probably one of his better runs that he ever was to the top 5. So, and obviously it was a younger Randy Brown, COVID era too. Also got to think about that. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. But Also, Randy Brown has destroyed guys like Brian Barberena too. Don't forget that. And Brian Barberena is on a 2-fight win streak and is gonna fight Rafael dos Anjos. Which is fucking nuts. But Randy's really good. I think this streak that he's been on recently, I think he's finding his stride. He really is understanding his worth, in my opinion. And I think he's going to make that real run to the rankings. I truly believe he will be ranked. And Randy's good, man. Randy's really good. It's just, I feel like, man, you give him the right opponent. Like, you give him Ponzinibbio, and I love Ponzinibbio. But you give him Ponzinibbio, I'm telling you, he would have a masterclass against Ponzi. I love Ponzi, but Ponzi right now isn't the same as he used to be. He's my boy. He'll always be my boy. But I truly believe you give him that, he'll put on a masterclass. I truly believe that. And yeah, man, I can't wait for Randy Brown's evolution. I think he has something special up his sleeve, and obviously he's fighting Trinaldo, a vet of the game, but I think he's gonna style on Trinaldo. But hey, you never know. Trinaldo, sometimes he can punch up, and he does not take the young lion killing him so effortlessly. Jai Herbert had to learn that the very hard way. So maybe Randy might learn it, but I doubt it. So hey, it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and share the video. Subscribe, obviously, if you haven't. Go follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram. Love y'all, and goodbye. Your boy eBay is out of here.